How you guys doing today? So in today's video, I'm going to be comparing the Google Pixel Watch and the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. I'm going to be looking at the design. We're going to talk about specs, and I'm going to give you guys my final impressions on which one I like the best. All right, so let's start off with the design. We're going to look at the Pixel Watch first. And the best way to describe this, it looks like a pebble, and you can see it's very smooth. The front is very smooth. The back is smooth as well. So when you have this on your wrist, it looks really good and snugs pretty well. When I have this on, personally, it doesn't feel like I have a smartwatch on. I appreciate the metal finish here on the sides of it. As you can see, all metal. And then, like I stated earlier, the front is all glass and it feels like a pebble. It's very smooth. And the back has your sensor as well. Very smooth here as well. And these are the bands. You can detach the bands by pressing this button. It is such a pain, so I'm not going to bore you guys with that. But yeah, the different bands that you can mess around with here. But overall, this is a good looking watch. My biggest gripe with this is I just wish the screen was bigger. So taking a look here, as you can see, this huge bezel right here, taking a lot of the screen real estate, and I don't like that. And the screen is already small to begin with. I just wish it can be less bezel, more screen. But yeah, that is the design. And then you have the crown here, which is a metal finish as well. And you use this to navigate. So that is the Google Pixel Watch. Here we'll look at the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. And this is also a metal build. This is black, so it's hard to see it, but really good finish here, all metal, the side as well. Again, the band, I feel like this is easier to switch, right? You just push this button, take it out, put it back. Back here, you have a sensor. And so it's pretty simple, pretty basic. You have your 2 button here and you can customize that. And then you have the on-screen dial here to navigate. So overall, design wise, it's pretty plain simple, but I love that. Again, it has the biggest screen real estate. You can see more when you're navigating through the smartwatch with the biggest screen. So let's quickly go over the specs here. The Google Pixel display is a 41mm. And then I have the Pro here for the Galaxy Watch, and that's a 44mm. The weight is 36 grams for the Pixel Watch and 33.5 grams for the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. The resolution is 320 ppi for the Pixel Watch, and it's 450 by 450 for the Galaxy Watch 5. For the Pixel Watch, you have an AMOLED always display on. And for the Galaxy Watch 5, you have a Super AMOLED always display on. Something I love about the Pixel is the storage. You get 32 gigs here. And then for the Samsung Galaxy Watch, you get 16 gigs. The Pixel has Bluetooth 5.0, Wi-Fi, NFC, and LTE. And the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi, NFC, LTE. They both have a blood oxygen sensor. They have an accelerometer. They have a gyroscope. They have ambient light sensors. And they both have a heart rate sensor. Now, something that the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has that the Pixel doesn't have is the temperature sensor. And also something that the Galaxy Watch has over the Pixel is the blood pressure sensor as well. So when it comes to fitness, this watch is all about the Fitbit. So again, Google purchased Fitbit and they incorporate a lot of the stuff here. So with that, you can track your sleep, you can track your workout. So Fitbit is huge, and if you use Fitbit a lot, this watch might sound really attractive to you. And then if you're investing in the Samsung ecosystem, if you use Samsung Health or Google Fit, then this might cater to you as well. So again, different preference when it comes to fitness. So now that I've talked about all of that, I'm just going to give you guys my impression, which one I actually prefer out of these two. So honestly speaking, this is the first generation of this product. It's really smooth. I love the way it navigates here. This has more RAM than this. This has 2 gig, and you can see here it's really snappy when you navigate, which I think is awesome. But the downfall of this is it has an older Samsung chip in it. So I'm concerned about how this is going to hold up in the future. And again, this being a Google product, you know that they're going to get the latest update, just like the Google Pixel phones before probably Samsung might get theirs. But yeah, I love the way this moves. It's very snappy. It's Wear OS, so you do have your Google Play Store here. You do have Google Assistant. And because it's Wear OS and because Samsung also use Wear OS, you can actually get some of Samsung app like their internet browser here. So it's pretty cool. I think the price point is pretty steep for this device. For 400 bucks, I have the LTE model here. I'm not a big fan of that. And I think on Black Friday, we're probably going to see a reduction or a good sale on this, because personally, I don't see a lot of people spending $400 for this smartwatch. But for a first generation product, this is not too bad. My biggest gripe is I just wish it had a bigger screen. I'm so used to the Samsung 44mm screen that this just is puny compared to that. So the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has been my daily driver for some time now. I really like the way this watch looks, and I also like the way it functions. I love the bigger screen. It gives me more screen real estate. So when it comes to tracking my sleep and my fitness, I feel like this is not too bad. And like I was saying with the specs, this has more sensors like the ECG, and you can do a lot of cool things as well. Something to note is that this is water resistant and the Google Pixel is not. So take that into consideration if you plan on swimming with your smartwatch or whatever you might want to do. Use this out in the rain. Just know that they recommend that you don't do it with the Pixel, but you can do it with this. So this is an Android Wear device. So you do have your Play Store and you do have your Google Assistant here. So something about the smartwatch, if you are invested in the Samsung ecosystem, if you use Samsung Health and all of Samsung app, then this is a no-brainer. I can't stress it enough. If you are invested in the Fitbit ecosystem, then hands down, look at the Pixel. I think that is the biggest differentiator here. So my final verdict, which one do I like better? And personally, I would have to say this is going to be my daily driver. Again, I love the biggest screen. I use Samsung Health and it doesn't give me an issue. This has more sensors, and Samsung has proved to be reliable. I've owned most of the smartwatch, so I know what I'm getting with this. So for right now, I choose this over the Pixel because again, I just need a bigger screen here. And this is not water resistant. Price wise, I feel like Samsung has some great sales on their Galaxy Watch, especially around Black Friday, and they're gonna try to compete with Apple and now Google. So be expecting to see a lot of deals and sales on this. So that's why I'm going to stick with this for my daily driver. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. Do you guys own any of these watches? And which one do you guys think is better out of these two? Let me know in the comments below. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.